2 years ago, I interviewed Kanye West on Uncensored after he'd made global headlines for anti-Semitic outbursts. Most outrageously, he tweeted that he wanted to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. It was a heated interview. It was a long interview. I held him to account. I told him his remarks were offensive. He caused many people a lot of pain. And he gave me some...
I'll give it that. I'll watch it a little bit. I'll give it a chance.
Have you felt my pain yet? You haven't felt my pain.
Chad, this is an old interview,
I
no?
don't want to feel my pain.
Well, no, hang
you don't
on.
hold You don't hold accountability.
Are equally rarely positive. The rapper, producer, and fashion designer
Let me just watch this part right here.
on a new album. Several new tracks were previewed on a recent live stream with his friend Sneeko. Both Sneeko and Ye join me now. Well, welcome to Uncensored. Ye, we haven't spoken for a while. How are you?
I'm doing good. I don't use the term West, the whole drop the slave name idea.
Okay, so we just call you Ye, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, look, when I last interviewed, we had a long conversation. And since then, a lot has happened in your life. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to try and talk to you about some of this. How would you say your life is at the moment?
I mean, you see that view.
Chat, when you're sitting next to Sneeko, chat, it could not be doing too good, I'll tell you that much. I mean, I can speak from experience. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Your life is good?
Well, judge it on the view as the answer to how my life is. Judge me by the view.
Well, the view is Mallorca. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. And for all intents and purposes, you seem very relaxed and happy. That is in direct contrast
You say mediocre?
to your public image at the moment over the last couple of years.
You gotta sell that.
Led by your ferocious... Well, hang on, let me finish the question. Led by your...
Oh, he said it. Mallorca. I said mediocre. Yeah, am I
ferocious
No,
use
but
of...
I already disagree. It's not in contrast. There's so many people and artists that are championing the idea of someone being able to just express who they really are and have been able to go through the war of being attacked by the banks, being attacked, by the banks. That's the best way to put it, being attacked by the banks and to still be here with this view is, that's the win. So I think that's, I'm in contrast to your contrast.
Okay, but the point I was going to make is that I watch what you put out on X. You've got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look right now. You're not gonna take inches off my dick, bro.
Pointless 500
like how many followers do I have?
It's over.
Chat,
Well, how many is it?
Chat, how do you go from being attacked by the banks and go, I'm gonna go back at them here. I'm gonna make this song that's gonna sell to like 0.2% of what I normally sell at to my audience and fucking go down this rabbit hole. Like how is that productive? It's not that I'm trying to encourage him to be the big final boss of anti-Semite or whatever, but is this really the most effective that he can be by doing this tantrum song molding? It seems like so stupid. Like I don't even get it.
I think you could do the study. You got a whole staff over there.
I thought it was 32 million. How many is it? You obviously know.
I mean, no. I mean, don't help them out. They.
I'm told it's 33 million now. So congratulations. You're slightly bigger following than I thought.
No, congratulations. Your information is correct. You're not just some, dude trying to sub. I'm a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? You take somebody that's living like a Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just take all this time to
Lennon?
like that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so
John
much
Lennon.
love in
What
the
are you,
art that I
with
put
all
out.
due
There's just
respect,
so many-
what are you talking about?
Chat, I thought I said Lenin, as in like Lenin, Stalin, all that. That's what I heard. Am I
I
just
haven't said anything.
What are you talking about? It's 30. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
Literally, you said it. You implied I haven't played your music. Of course I played your music.
4 cooks on the screen.
4 cucks on the screen, LOL 4 cucks on the screen, LOL 4 cucks on the
I
screen,
need a-
LOL 4 cucks
No,
on the
no,
screen,
sir.
LOL.
This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man.
Where's he?
So what did he get mad about?
Like that nuance right there, it's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I
What
put out.
do you respect?
So many-
Yeah, what are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
What are you talking about? It's 30. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or
I've
responsibility.
literally, you
And,
said it,
you know,
you
what would-
implied I
what-
haven't
what
played your
rewind?
music. Of course I played your music.
He said 30 mil, not. He said 32 million, not 33 million followers. I mean, dude, that's kind of.
Anita, no, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay. Where's he gone, Sneaker?
That's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Piers.
Where's he gone?
I think he's going back to work. There's several things he's working on. I was not aware he was going to leave like this, but it seems like he got upset about the.
So it's all just a game,
What
is
a
it? Is that
weird
the idea?
interview.
I mean, life is a video game, is it?
No, I just wondered what the point of this exercise was. Was he supposed to do an interview or not?
Are you supposed to do an interview? But I mean, the amount of Twitter followers, something like that, it's patronizing for no reason. You said his name incorrectly. You know his name is Ye. This is very public about that. Hopefully we could do it. I think this was good. We were prepared for a good interview. But
I will agree, though. I will agree to one point. I will agree to the point where he has been pretty adamant about the Ye thing. Even I, as a random, I've been saying Ye only. I've been saying Ye only. Just because it's all good. He said that. It's whatever. If it's your guest and the guy's, and you know for a fact he wants to be Ye, and you don't address him that way, I mean, somebody's bound to have some little pushback, and somebody's bound to be mad about that. It can be kind of fucking annoying. I mean, it's all good. I mean, you can not respect that, but at the same point, you're not gonna lose. You're not gonna get a lot of points, or you're gonna lose a bit of points.
come on, you know what you were doing.
What do you think I'm doing?
I think you were trying to patronize very intentionally by getting those two things, under his skin. Maybe it could have been about past interviews or because of what happened yesterday.
But the follower count's dumb though. 32 to 33, really, dude? Come on, bro. Yo, I don't know what is it with Ye these days. Anything that goes sideways, he leaves the interview, blocks the phone number, gets out. Aiden Ross or whatever. Oh, dude, you called me sir too many times. Not doing it.
Yo, Q,
Oh, dude,
it's
did
my
you say,
birthday.
bro? Come on, bro.
But, I mean, this information is not that difficult to get right.
I mean,
We called him Ye, and we got his Twitter following count wrong by 1 million, from 32 to 33 million. Also, for the record, you guys dicked us around yesterday, and you seem to find that very entertaining and amusing in your live stream, which I'm sure you will now. You kept all my crew in Spain and here waiting, and then wasted their time.
Oh, guys,
and you
see?
got us all back now.
see, that's good context. Hey, W Press. They want full respect, but they give only partial respect. Come on, bro. If you get undermined by accident, did you give the same amount of respect back? No? Okay, then at that point, come on, bro.
Now, and you've wasted our time again. And you again may find that funny and entertaining, and that's fine. I don't. I think it's a total waste of everyone's time and effort and money.
Well, I mean, it is. I was ready for the interview yesterday, too. My time is important as well. Regardless if it was wasted, we have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. This is going to be laughed at by many people.
That's entertaining.
That was funny. That's undeniably walking off right into the beginning of an interview is funny.
Yeah? Out of interest,
Viewer subjective. I
Out of
guess.
interest, what do you do with him?
I'm working on several films right now. I am streaming out here. I'm editing, and I work on things behind the scenes, some inspiration
Films,
for
huh?
art. I'm just there to try to help fulfill his vision.
Well, let me
and
ask,
also
well, let
work on
me
my
ask
own
you the
too, and
questions I would have asked him. So, I mean, out of interest, what is with his obsession with Hitler? Why is he so rampantly
Good question.
anti-Semitic
I'm not going
all
to
over
answer
social
questions
media?
on his behalf.
Well, you're going to have to
I
because
can't
he's
answer
not there.
questions on his behalf.
He's not there.
Come
What's
on,
that?
bro.
He's not there. Literally, he's dropping a track today called Heil Hitler. Why are you happy
Hey,
to be associated
really,
with
dude?
somebody like that? Out of interest.
I'm not going to speak on his art and his vision. while he's-
Yo. I know he has a reporter / like podcast or whatever, but dude. People will do it like as a small clip out of context or whatever. You guys can say it's informative, yet in his position you wouldn't take the risk. I'm just saying. I know for a fact you wouldn't take the risk. I know for a fact, and it's
Asking you
yeah,
why,
that's
I'm
fine.
You can
asking
understand-
why you're happy to be associated with somebody who
You can
most of the
understand
world
the position
believes
here.
is now a rampant anti-Semite.
Well, you're associated as well. Your show's called Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Yeah.
You tried to get him censored on X. And here you are on the days we're going to release this song doing an interview with him. So we're all involved here. It's not like I'm the only one complicit.
Yeah, the reason I wanted
I'm not dented. Hey, bro, that's just outrageous. The fact that people even say, bro, the fact that you make a song or even say that out loud and then to be repeated, it's just part of that whole energy sphere. I think it's dog shit. I don't give a fuck. I stray from that. You guys say I'm a pussy. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I stand on my business. I stand on my values. I don't give a shit. That whole sphere is shit. I'm not even gonna repeat the fucking name of the song. Fuck.
wanted to get him on was because I don't think anyone holds him to account for anything he does on X. And in fact, he deliberately breaches all of X's rules, and yet he does it with impunity and is allowed to do it, whereas millions of other accounts get suspended for far less offences. So I was going to ask him directly, which is why I mentioned his X following. I was going to ask him about what he puts on X and why he does this, why he continually attacks Jewish people, why he continually celebrates Adolf Hitler. And then I'm curious about, given he's not there, can't answer these questions, what your association is with this guy and whether you're comfortable to be associated with somebody who most people consider to be an anti-Semite.
I think I just answered this question. And these are good questions. I think I just answered half
We
of
haven't
that
answered
one.
the question, though, have you?
But, I mean, if I did, you said, what are you doing out here? And I said, I'm doing films and I'm recording behind the scenes and I'm streaming and I'm editing and helping fulfill his
Have
vision.
you been helping him with the track
if you-
Heil Hitler?
No, I don't. I'm not a music guy. And if you wanted to get questions about his Twitter or X correct, then you should have got the number of followers correct. That was something intentional that you knew what you were doing.
So I got
if you
the
know
size of his
everything
dick
about what
wrong.
he's
Is that
tweeting,
what you say?
well, if you know everything else that he's tweeting, you should have got that right as well.
Oh, don't be so pathetic, Sneaker. Honestly, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get good content which will promote you, Sneeko. And I'm just curious how you,
Love
Sneeko,
UX.
deal with the fact that you are so openly associating yourself
You
now
asked that question a
with
few
somebody
times,
who
and I
seems
mean, I
to
can ask you the same
worship
thing.
Adolf Hitler and is pro the Nazis. Do you feel comfortable about that?
No, we worship God. There's a.
No,
if
no,
you're gonna
he
say it's
worships
pathetic
Adolf
that
Hitler.
I'm here promoting this. We could talk about how
He
pathetic it
worships
is that
Adolf Hitler.
that you were essentially working for Israel up until a couple months ago and
Really?
promoting
When was I
things
working for
like
Israel?
genocide and not pushing back.
When was I working for Israel?
Guys, I don't agree entirely about the associate like this and that. We don't know the nature of everything. I always leave it to interpretation, okay? It's okay to inquire, to want to know, even to maybe to perhaps help or whatever. You don't know what involvement that they have behind the scenes. You know what they're doing. It's not. I don't agree that because you're there, you're automatically bad and you're bad because you're associated. Bro, this guy's asking, wanting, and really wants him to come back to it so he can ask him questions and be there with it. That's, in my opinion, in other words, associating. I'm sorry to tell you. If you want to know what to associate, you don't deal with it at all. You leave it alone. He literally is almost begging for him to come back on the screen. A guy that he just so disagrees with or whatever. I don't agree with that. I mean, it's if you're gonna use that against somebody is gonna fire back at you. It is what it is.
pathetic if it's pathetic to make films behind the scenes of one of the greatest living artists, probably the greatest living artist. You think
Well,
that's
he
pathetic?
certainly was.
You point the finger
He
at you and
certainly
say it's
was a
pathetic
great.
as well.
He was a great artist. Unfortunately, he's become a rampant anti-Semite who adores.
So the guy that he doesn't know what he does with or for Ye, right? He doesn't know. He says edited whatever. He doesn't know what extent that is, and he calls that associating it. Yet this guy is building this interview, sends a crew out to Ye, all this to be with him and it begs him to be back on the camera, it's, if anything, he's more associating to Ye than Sneeko is, because he doesn't know what Sneeko is involvement with Ye.
Was Adolf Hitler, embraces Nazism, uses swastikas,
I'm pretty sure he says he loves
to
everyone.
sell his
I'm not
merchandise,
gonna speak
and
for
has a
him,
new
but-
record.
That's a checkmate. That's a checkmate, and you can't get away from it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not getting rage baited. You guys are just, you guys are type of question mark to make you feel better. Brother, he doesn't know what involvement that Sneeko has with Ye. Calls that associating it. He is one of interviews, but it wants everything to do with Ye. That's associating it to his own definition.
Out called Heil Hitler. So forgive me if I don't currently
The
see
song is
him
not. I mean,
as one of the
everything you're
world's
saying
great
in this question
artists.
is incorrect.
Yeah, but I don't see
Everything
him.
you're saying in this question is incorrect.
Sorry?
The song isn't out. The song isn't out for one, and two. He says he loves everyone. He says he loves Jews. He says he loves Hitler. He says he loves everybody. But
Really?
this
So
could
when he
be,
says, well,
just-
let me ask you, given you're the one sitting there, he said Jews were
Much
better
love
as
from
slaves.
Turkey,
You have to put
Mr.
your
Dot
Jews in
Cow.
their place and make them into your slaves. You then said make your Jews work for you, but watch them as close as you can. Whip the Jews. You comfortable with that, Sneeko?
I think it's, I find it funny. That's not something that I would do personally.
You laugh, man, you do. You laugh, not me.
The context of that is funny, yeah.
What's
And
the
also
humor?
to
I'm
remove
missing,
any sense of
I'm
humor
missing
from
the
that is
humor. What's the
ridiculous.
humor?
It's. I mean, do you want me to break down a joke for
Hopefully
you?
one day your
You think
two
it's a
brain
joke, do
cells
you, about
can
whipping Jews?
associate with each other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a joke because I've been here for a couple weeks and he
Give
hasn't
me a
whipped any
welcome
Jews.
to the jungle.
Really? So because he hasn't actually whipped any yet,
Yeah,
that's a joke.
he really has.
Yeah.
Really has. But Piers, before I leave, I don't want to speak on his behalf. If you're agreeing
But what
that
choice
he's
do
the
we have? You
greatest
set
living
this
artist
thing.
right now,
You set this farce up. He's dicked us around. You're the one left, so you're going to have to be accountable for him. Unless you want to walk away too.
accountable. What do you want to hold me accountable?
If you don't want to answer questions either, you are free to stand up and walk away like a little sniveling
Well, you can ask
coward
questions.
too.
If you have questions for me, then I'll feel
You
free
know
to
what?
answer
Here's my
those.
question
But
for
just
you.
when it comes to Ye,
Why is your mate Ye?
is this whole thing going to be interrupting, or
Why is your mate
this whole
Ye?
thing just going to be interrupting? Or do you want me to speak
look,
at all?
You're sounding like Andrew Tate Light, like his annoying little younger brother we never knew about. Okay? Doesn't work with me. Okay? You set this thing up. It's obviously some kind of elaborate prank.
Okay, you're asking me to do this.
Yeah.
If you want to be
But given that
Netanyahu
you-
light on TV,
but given you want to make,
if you want to be
okay,
Dave
you think it's
Portnoy
all
with the
funny,
suit,
that's fine.
then sure. If you want to do ad hominem attacks, then why invite someone to your show? I set this up because your team asked me to do it. I did everything that I could. If I knew that this would, I'm not here wasting your time. You're angry at me for setting up an interview that you wanted. If you have questions for me, I'm happy to answer those.
Here's
If
my
you want to
question.
keep doing
Why
insults,
did you?
there's no point in me being here.
Why did you?
Okay. In this particular segment, Sneeko stood on business, low key. High key. He stood on biz. Hey. In that segment, he stood on business.
Yeah, stand up like a sniveling little coward and walk away before I could ask him difficult questions.
For the third time, Piers, I don't know if you have a hearing problem, but I'm not going to answer questions on another man's behalf. But
Really?
thank you for
Even though
having
you
me. If
set
would
up
like
the
to talk
interview with
one-on-one
him.
another time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
thank
tell
you.
him from me he's a sniveling little coward, and he's an anti-Semite and a Hitler worshipper. That's what I would have asked him if he'd had the balls to sit there and take.
Once
the
they get
questions.
banned from X, proceeds to beg for an interview.
And there you are.
That's what I just said. This guy's copying my comment live. This guy's watching my stream right now. I said that. This is actually a Sneeko interview with a Ye cameo. Piers is so mad they clowned him on his own show. "30 minutes of Piers getting rage baited." Uncensored, but wants him censored. Chat, I cannot believe that this guy's own viewers are just shitting on him. Guys, wait, this is what I do all day.
Hey X, this my 44th month with you, dog.
What's up, man?
Thanks.
Hitler was a good leader. The definition of like a prominent leader, you know what I mean? Like he was he dominated, he did what he did as a leader. That doesn't mean he's a good person, but he he led a mass majority of people to believing something or believing some type of leadership, whatever he was preaching. So that's why I give him his flowers for that. But
I wouldn't even speak about the historical value of the leadership.
he's a horrible person.
I don't know really.
I'm not here. I'm not here to argue that. I'm here to offer you. I mean, no.
Because you could put things in a certain light. It can be, let's say, somebody can have charisma. Somebody can be well spoken, eloquent. Somebody can be maybe perhaps, but I don't know the validity of being a good leader. I had advanced history in school, but I don't really know.
No,
much.
we could go into that conversation, and we can go into that conversation now. I never met him in real life.
I know you didn't meet him. I know, but yay. Do you think that Hitler would have liked you for being black?
Yeah, I think he would have. I would have been one of the scientists that America ended up cleaning up and bringing in and having served America after the fact. Like I'm one of the scientists, so he loves scientists.
Well, yeah. I mean, you are very creative, and you're an artist. And
wait a second, come on. So I'm not a scientist.
Well, you're very smart. You're brilliant, but
okay. So now we're in a good place. Now, next subject.
All right. Well, what's the next subject? What else?
That's what I meant last time. This is something last time. If you're gonna hold strong positions, right? It's important that you have at least a modicum of defense for your positions. If you want always move on and stand up from the interviews and walk away and say, no, I'm not doing this, I'm not going to argue that, no, I'm not going to do that, right? Then it makes everybody feel like you don't really stand on that business. You're just gonna maybe cosplaying or something like that. You're just moving on from any pushback at all. It's just kind of lame. I mean, I would actually like to hear some of his points on why he holds those views and how that plays out. But he doesn't defend his own positions.
The subject is, I'm offering you. We got.
Interesting.
Come in.
Yeah, let me remove my hoodie. I know in history, I remember they spoke about this this battle of Stalingrad or whatever, right? Where they pushed, and then the winter was coming, and they didn't have the winter gear, like winter like frost res or whatever, and then and they got clapped because they didn't have the fucking gear for it, right?